The pickup market has doubled in size and become far more competitive since we saw the original version of Isuzu's D-Max back in 2012. Hence, the need for this revised, smarter and more efficient version which, as before, will be as capable in the Serengeti as it is in Surbiton. It's the pickup you'd choose if you want one not afraid to put a bit of serious dirt beneath its wheels. Let's try it.
In this improved D-Max, the venerable old 2.5-litre diesel engine that would take you through almost anything has been discarded in favour of a downsized 1.9-litre unit. Although this power plant puts out 164 PS, that's virtually the same as its predecessor, it develops 40 newton-metres less torque. The total figure has now slipped from 400 to 360 newton-metres. To try and compensate, Isuzu has changed the gearing ratios. Now there's a very short throw between first and second gear, and that has helped to maintain the previous model's impressive towing ability. 4x4 versions of this truck will still pull along up to 3.5 tonnes. There's a choice of either a 6-speed manual gearbox or the new 6-speed automatic transmission that we're trying here. Whichever of those two setups you select, there are certainly plenty of gearing choices with a set of high-range ratios that you can use in either 2- or 4-wheel drive and a low-range transmission option for the really mucky stuff. As you'd expect, the lighter, smaller engine improves running cost efficiency. A 4-wheel drive manual double cab D-Max model can return up to 40.4 mpg on the combined cycle and 183 grams per kilometre of CO2. Styling has not been a priority for Isuzu pickups in the past, which offered rugged, spherical shapes, big wheels, lots of chrome and not a lot else. The original version of this D-Max model moved that philosophy forward a little, with a rather more appealing design originally developed in the wind tunnel of the Japanese Railway Research Institute, the place where the famous bullet train was born. Now the shape has been further refined here. Most of the changes have taken place here at the front, where the bumper and the bonnet have been revised, as has this imposing grille that separates restyled headlights now incorporating LED daytime running lights. There are smarter front fog lamps too. Time to take a seat behind the wheel. In terms of the interior changes made to this revised D-Max model, the instrument panel has been redesigned with an updated central display and clearer fonts for the instruments. Infotainment's been upgraded this time around. Avoid the entry-level variants and you get a 7-inch multifunction touchscreen. That's been upgraded in size to 9 inches on this flagship Blade derivative. For rear-seated folk, there's slightly more passenger comfort than is provided by some rival models, thanks to this Isuzu's relatively long wheelbase. This facilitates head, shoulder and legroom, and it allows this seat back to be less vertically inclined for greater comfort on longer journeys. One nice touch is the way that this 60/40 split folding rear seat base enables you to more flexibly use this rear passenger space for packages if you so wish. Time for a few practicalities. Now drop down this sturdy tailgate and the headline news is the size of this cargo bay. There's 1485 millimetres of load bay length in this double cab body style, and that's a figure that rises to 1795 mils in the extended cab body style and 2305 with the single cab body shape. All variants offer 1530 millimetres of load bay width and 465 mils of load bay depth. That of course makes this area easy enough to take a Euro pallet which slides in between the 1110mm width between the wheel arches. Now that might encourage you to carry heavier loads, so it's important that the total payload capacity is usefully high, and it's rated at around the 1.1 tonne mark. If you thought Isuzu pickups were a bit rough and ready, it's probably about time you gave this D-Max a try. Once, this brand was really only reserved for the requirements of pure commercial operators. These days, though, it'll also suit private buyers looking for an all-terrain utility vehicle that can play the lifestyle card. But how does it stack up in what's becoming quite a crowded market? Well, very well, actually. This is, after all, by a small margin, the most practical pickup in the class in terms of the size and weight of things it can carry. And experience would suggest that no other pickup will prove to be more rugged should you continually subject it to serious off-road use. As a result, you can see why so many professionals choose this Isuzu. In a marketplace that's full of pretenders, it's that rarest of things. the genuine article.